It was 2:07 a.m. when my phone lit up with her text. "I'm busy. I'll call later." My chest tightened, not because it was late, but because Ellie never texted like that. Busy. At 2 in the morning? I stare at the screen, the blue glow burning into my eyes, waiting for those 3 little dots to appear. But nothing. 10 minutes later, the front door flew open. Her footsteps were quick, uneven, like she'd sprinted from somewhere close. Too close. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me take you back, so you can understand how heavy that night felt. My name's Ben. Ellie and I had been married for 6 years. We weren't flawless, but we were steady. Or at least, that's what I believed. We met in college at some dingy dive bar. She laughed at my pathetic pool skills, and I couldn't stop watching the way her eyes crinkled when she smiled. She was my anchor, the heartbeat of my world. She made our tiny apartment feel like home, with her mismatched mugs and the silly sticky notes she'd leave on the fridge with doodles just for me. We built a simple, happy life. A house in the suburbs, a dog named Milo who always slept at our feet, and dreams of having a kid when the timing felt right. Work kept us busy. Me at a construction firm, her at a marketing agency, but we still made time for each other. Date nights, lazy Sundays, her head resting on my chest while we watched old movies. That was us. Then something shifted. At first, it was so faint you could almost miss it, like a crack in a windshield you only see when the sunlight hits just right. Ellie started staying late at work, saying her team was buried under a new campaign. She'd come home drained, her spark dimmed, brushing off my concern with a tired smile. "Just work, babe. You know how it is." I believed her. I didn't want to push. But the late nights piled up. Then came the phone calls, always taken in another room, her voice low, the words too muffled to catch. Once, I saw her lock her phone the second I walked in, like she didn't want me to see something. I told myself it was nothing, maybe a surprise, maybe stress, but doubt is quiet poison. It seeps in slowly until it colors everything. I started noticing the little things. The way she would meet my eyes, the faint trace of cologne on her jacket that wasn't mine. And that night, everything fell apart. I couldn't sleep. I just lay there, replaying her message. "I'm busy. I'll call later." Busy where? Busy with who? The house felt too still, too hollow without her. Milo snored softly beside me, unaware that something inside me was unraveling. I called her. No answer. I texted. "Everything okay?" Nothing. My stomach twisted, half worry, half something darker. Then I heard the front door, the frantic clatter of keys. Ellie stumbled in, out of breath. I shot upright, heart pounding, and met her in the hallway. "Ellie, what's going on?" My voice came out sharper than I meant. She froze. Her purse slipped from her shoulder, hitting the floor. Her cheeks were flushed, her hair messy, her eyes wild. "Ben, I didn't think you'd be awake." Her voice trembled. She still had her work blazer on, but her blouse was untucked, one button undone. "Where were you?" I asked, stepping closer. The air between us felt thick, heavy. "You texted me at 2 in the morning, saying you're busy. And now you come running in like someone's chasing you. What's going on?" She looked away, twisting her hands. "It's nothing, okay? Just work stuff. I got caught up." Work stuff. I cut her off, my tone rising. "At 2 a.m.? Don't lie to me, Ellie. I deserve the truth." Her eyes flicked to mine, and for a moment I saw something raw. Fear, maybe guilt. She exhaled shakily, her shoulders sagging. "Okay, Ben, you want the truth." Her voice cracked. "I was with someone." The words hit like a blow. My breath caught. "It's not what you think," she rushed on. "It's complicated. Can we just sit down and talk?" I didn't want to sit. I didn't want to talk. I wanted to scream. But I followed her to the couch anyway, my body moving on autopilot. Milo trailed behind us, tail tucked low. "His name's Ryan," she whispered. "He's a client. It started as meetings, drinks after work. I didn't mean for it to turn into anything." Her voice broke. "Tonight, I was at his place. I thought I could handle it. But I panicked. I couldn't do it, Ben. I ran home. I stared at her, my thoughts spinning, my heart splitting open. You were at his place? I repeated, my voice quiet but sharp. You were with another man, and you're telling me it's not what I think? What am I supposed to think, Ellie? I didn't sleep with him, she cried, tears spilling down her cheeks. I swear, Ben, it didn't get that far. I stopped it. I left. I'm here now, aren't I? But you were there, I said, my voice breaking. You lied to me for months, saw him behind my back. How am I supposed to trust you now? The room felt smaller by the second. I stood and paced, fighting to keep it together. Why, Ellie? Was I not enough? Did I do something wrong? No, it's not you, she sobbed, reaching for me. I pulled away. It's me. I got caught up in the attention, the excitement. Work was so stressful, and he was just there. But I love you, Ben. I do. I made a mistake. A mistake. The word stung. I wanted to believe her, to hold on to what we built. But all I could see was her laughing, touching someone else. I need time, I said finally, hollow. I can't do this right now. The days after blurred together. I slept in the guest room. Milo was the only one who stayed close. Ellie tried to talk, to apologize, but her words meant nothing now. I kept seeing her that night, running through the door, guilt painted all over her face. I didn't yell or break things. That's not who I am. But the silence between us burned worse than any fight. Eventually, I made my choice. I couldn't stay in a marriage built on lies. Not when every glance reminded me of what she'd done. So I moved out, got a small apartment, tried to rebuild from the wreckage. Ellie begged me to stay, but trust doesn't rebuild just because someone's sorry. I didn't want revenge, just distance. Room to breathe without her shadow hanging over me. Months passed. The ache dulled, but never fully left. I'd find reminders of her, a sticky note in an old jacket, Milo's favorite toy she picked out. Love doesn't vanish overnight. Neither does pain. Sometimes I wonder if I should have fought harder for us. But then I remember that 2 a.m. text, those cold, detached words. And I know now I deserve more than half-truths. I'm not whole yet, but I'm healing, one quiet step at a time. And for now, that's enough.